It's the win-win deal that could boost the EU's economy by up to 1% of GDP and create tens of thousands of jobs. But last week, despite MEPs from the Trade Committee giving the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership the green light, an amendment was narrowly squeezed through to exclude culture and audiovisual services from negotiations. France in particular has been worried about the negative impact a trade deal could have on local music and film. It currently runs a subsidy and quota system and wants its industry protected from US imports. With talks at their infancy, could the EU be harming its interests by putting up barriers?
If we start to exclude one sector, of course the Americans will also exclude the ones where they know that we are very much interested in. For example, public procurement. For example, geographical indications. For example, air transport and maritime transport.
The EU's prized CAP is another sticking point, and so too America's use of GM crops. But for another MEP, only a fully balanced trade agreement could give European industry and business opportunities to create jobs.
When you go into a negotiation like this, it's so important. There are no red lines. There shouldn't be any saying, well, of course, we've got to protect this industry, we've got to protect that industry. We go in surely, if we're ever going to succeed, with an open market, an open view on everything.
Europe and the US already do over 400 billion euros of trade annually. One of the biggest advantages under the deal is access to America's public procurement market. So could TTIP be the best medicine to get Europe out of the crisis?
By taking away these barriers, there is an opportunity to create value for GDP, jobs for people, without government investment. And in times of crisis, that is of course very attractive.
MEPs are expected to vote on the resolution at the plenary in May. And with negotiations between the US and EU on the TTIP expected to begin by June, a deal could be done in 2 years.